as of late, you know, Gucci has the new 1017
Right.
with Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar,
Brr.
Enchanting. He had Hot Boy West. A lot of great talent.
Right.
Pooh Shiesty left a mark on the game.
But make a big mark.
Yeah,
I love Pooh Shiesty.
a lot of people.
Free Shiesty.
It's mixed reviews because a lot of that whole roster is either dead or in jail. I mean, you got Big Walk Dog out right now, still doing his thing. But what's your thoughts on that? Because I mean, you dealt with him before. You could speak from experience. A lot of people like to throw shade on Gucci.
Right.
Is it a executive thing or is it the artist thing?
The artist.
I
Sure.
think
Easy.
I think that because they're gonna say it's a curse on 1017. However, you know, Gucci Man went through what I went through. He had been abandoned. He went to prison, got out.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy 221, man. Today we got Ralo on a Say Cheese interview, man. That boy done spent over $250,000 to get out of this deal with Gucci Mane. Hey, hit that like button, subscribe button. Y'all stay tuned for the vid, no cap.
Gucci Mane.
Right.
He's somebody that you signed to early, right?
Right.
You signed to, it wasn't 10, was it 10,
It was
7?
1017 Eskimo. That
Okay,
was signed up on
Eskimo.
the time.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
Alamo
Dang.
Records.
Yeah, and
I didn't know
then you shortly bought yourself out of the deal?
Right. Because, you know, the thing with me is, when I teamed up with WAP, I was thinking that we was going to do like some key Glock and
Like some massive shit.
some key Glock and Dolph shit.
Yeah.
You smell me? And maybe I wasn't worthy of that to him in his eyes. You smell me? Because I ain't never shot a video with him, but, you know, I always looked up to him.
What year was
smell me?
this, like 16?
That was 16 going into 17.
Hey,
You know,
2016.
After the win, you know, I didn't want to tell him that while he was getting married. You smell me? I ain't want to be no nigga that brand, because I know Keisha was crazy about me. She loved me. She treated me like a son. I got most of my advice financially from Keisha. She a very intelligent woman. I love that lady to death. You know what I'm saying? But I know it broke her heart when we departed ways. But you got to think, like, I was used to getting, at that time, I was getting $10,000, $15,000 a month from Empire. Guys that was sending me a check, I was getting 85% of my streams. So when I got with a major label, which was Alamo Records at that time, which was what 1017 Eskimo Records was tied up under, I wasn't receiving no more checks.
What?
So all that little money that I was getting legitimately, that I was able to go buy little shit that, cause back then I was scared to even spend my dope money on massive things. I just go re-up and do whatever I gotta do in the streets, go in the club, go to the Louis store, do shit but like shit that I wanted to buy, like cars, like when I bought my first Lamborghini and shit, I was able to buy that through rap money. You smell me?
Yeah.
But however, I wasn't getting no more outside. You smell me? Other than show money and shit, but you know, I wanted to keep my back catalog. And
That
I
boy-
had gave up that for a small amount of change, not knowing, you know, how the game go. Like, you know, major labels get a lot of their fucking money. You smell me? If you ain't getting no massive advance, I don't advise you to do that. Unless you just an artist that, you know, that need the help really, really bad. But,
Yeah.
you know, at that time, I ain't really need it. You smell me?
How much did you?
Hey, that boy said once he signed a Gucci Mane, boy, Gucci Mane Suge Knight him. Hey, cause he said he was keeping 80 to 85% of his bread independent. You know what I'm saying? 10, 20,000. Then you sign with Guwap, you thinking y'all Batman and Robin and Gucci Mane, he ain't really gonna turn you up all the way. You know what I'm saying? So he signed with Guwap and them checks stop, and most of the time, hell, Gucci gonna get all the bread. And he said, you don't even advise to sign unless you getting that advance. You know what I'm saying? If the advance looking right, okay, cool. Because then that means, okay, we gonna pay you to sign, and then you keep that bread, and then we gonna get you on the back end. Like, you gonna have to pay us on the back end. Which, if you know your worth, you know that's cool. But if you know that you cool with the cash flow that you getting, hey, maybe it's cool to just stay independent, no cap.
You signed for, if you don't mind?
I think I signed for 250,000.
250?
Yes, sir.
Well, ain't bad. I mean, somebody like you, that's nothing, but
He signed for
that's
350.
like changing money for somebody that ain't used to it, you know?
I just, you know, I was the first artist he had signed when he got out of prison. And that meant a lot to me. But of course, you know, I really was supposed to sign the QCP at that time.
Oh.
You know, I was actually out with QCP all day. Me and P used to take me to all the clubs. He used, you know, he'd do his thing, throw money. You know, I wasn't used to riding alone with no nigga. But P, I had trusted him, and I just got in the car with him. I left the whole Pakistan in Pakistan, and we just rode around. That was something I never did. And you know, he put me up on that wing. He took me to all the clubs. You know, introduced me to a couple of DJs, and on that night, on one of them nights, he introduced me to the nigga Gucci. So when he introduced me to Gucci automatically shot me his number. The next day, Gucci hit me like, I want to fuck with you, but I ain't know if you signed the Future. I ain't know if you signed the Bird, man. I had a couple big killers that, you know, that was massive in the game.
Yeah.
And then before, you know, before QC had got Lil Baby, then before QC had got start promoting Lil Yachty, they only had the Migos at that time. And you know, I didn't really see P going as big as he went. You smell me? Because he was always a nigga like me. He was satisfied with what he had. You smell me? He really didn't care for more. He was always content and happy with what he got. And then they got Bad and Bougie. Once they got Bad and Bougie,
Out of here.
Went crazy.
so
A
Outta
big
here.
that's
Bad
who I
and
supposed
Bougie.
to have signed to at that time.
Looking up with
But
a Uzi.
Gucci took me up on his wing. You smell me? He gave me a free verse one day. And them free verses had meant something to me because I had just paid Future for a verse, a massive amount of money.
What was it, like 75,000? 25, I think?
I ain't gonna really disclose how much I gave him. But I
Yeah.
had gave him some money. You gotta think about it. At that time, $100,000 was like $1 million today. Like you see niggas with, I was the first young nigga in the city with a Lamborghini. Not to brag about that, but we didn't see Lamborghinis. We didn't see 2015 niggas looking at my Hellcat like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So back then, what I gave him was a lot to the streets. Cause we was dropping on my mixtape, that Pill for Spinner Ralo. We wasn't even expecting to get no money back from any stream income.
Yeah,
So
right.
whatever I gave, if I would've gave him $1,000, that shit meant something to me. You smell me? So when niggas started giving me features, that shit just meant a lot to me. And Gucci Mane was one of the first one that gave me a free feature.
Yeah.
Outside of Young Thug.
When did it go sour? When were you
That's
like, you know
crazy.
what, I'm better off independent. Like, I fuck with Gucci, no bad feelings, but I'm not seeing no money. The business ain't right.
I ain't gonna cap before he go into it, man. Sheesh. Like, I ain't gonna cap. He said when he had the Hellcat, motherfuckers looking at that, like, what is that? Boy, put that up, man. I'm trying to be around that. Feel me? I'm trying to be around Lambos, McLarens, Ferraris, you know what I'm saying? Z06 Vets, G-Wagons, Bugatti, Race, Phantoms, Maybachs. That's what I'm trying to get around. Cause once you in that circle, once you around that, it's only a matter of time till you know what I'm saying, you get it. You around broke motherfuckers there all day, then 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be broke. I'm really learning. In order to move up in life, it's all about networking. It's all about connections. It's all about being cool to people, treating people right. Cause what you may not know, somebody else may know. Word of mouth. That's why I always be trying to treat everybody with respect, because this is crazy. Ralo he really breaking down his life story. You feel me? He said back then that was a lot of bread. Now, hell no, but back then, hell yeah, that was a bag.
I want to be free.
I don't think anything can really ever go sour with Gucci because Gucci let me out the contract. He could have said, hell nah, Ralo. Nigga, you got my money, or you got the labor money, whatever the money came from, and nigga, you stand in this contract. However, it was good, nigga, and he just let me out the contract. And I'm appreciative for it, so I can't even say nothing ever went sour because we kept our friendship while I was out the contract with him.
Yeah.
You smell me?
Yeah. Did you have to like buy your way out, or he just let you?
I bought my way out.
Oh, okay.
Hell no, I wasn't gonna approach no real nigga, tell him let me out that contract for free.
Yeah.
The man done posted me on the page, the man done did all this type of shit for me, gave me verses and shit. I would've never went to no nigga with my hand out saying let me out the contract, like the rest of these niggas doing.
Yeah. Can you say the number, or you gonna
I
keep
think it was more than the 250.
So you paid.
God.
I paid more because you gotta think about it. Alamo had paid my lawyer fees. They had paid the nigga Jeffrey, the lawyer Jeffrey from New York. They had paid him, and he had charged us a lot of money. So I had to pay lawyer fees. I had to pay little promotion shit, all kinds of shit. So it just come with it.
So you just go,
Looking on
just
the
go
chin.
back, get some street money, and bring it to him.
Now I actually had got some shows and shit, so I had some money in that account.
Okay.
I had been getting shows. I thought I had bought my Lamborghini or whatnot. I just was able to save money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing to, all the rest. See, at first, when I was buying property, I was cashing out on everything. When I got to prison, I learned the game, never cash out. Just go ahead and put a down payment down and finance
Get your
it.
credit right.
You
Yeah.
smell me? If I would have known that back then, I had like 5-6 million in property. I could have pulled the equity out and bought more shit. So, you know, I hadn't unpaid everything off. So after I bought my Lamborghini cash, I got the stupidest shit, one of the stupidest shit I ever did. I fucked around and was saving money. So when I was saving money, I end up sending him back his money throughout my account.
And then you're 100% free?
Yeah, I was 100% free.
Yeah, because as of late, you know, Gucci has the new 1017
Right.
with Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar, Enchanting. He had Hot Boy West. A lot of great talent.
Right.
Pooh Shiesty left a mark on the game.
So
But
let's make a big mark.
yeah,
I love Pooh Shiesty.
a lot of people,
Free Shiesty.
it's mixed reviews because a lot of that whole roster is either dead or in jail. I mean, you got Big Walk Dog out right now still doing this thing. But what's your thoughts on that? Because, I mean, you dealt with him before. You could speak from experience. A lot of people like to throw shade on Gucci.
Right.
Is it a executive thing or is it the artist thing?
The artist.
I
Sure.
think
Easy.
I think that, because they're going to say it's a curse on 1017. However, you know, Gucci Mane went through what I went through. He had been abandoned. He went to prison, got out to his girl. His girl stayed down. A lot of niggas left him in there for dead. So where I see his mind at is being with his family. You smell me? So whenever we sign the artists and shit, we have to be mindful of that's like inheriting a kid. So whenever you inherit a kid, you got to think about the household. You got to think about, you know, where you don't want your kid to be at or what you want your kid on, because you raising them in this game, because the rap game is a whole total different game. So I think what's missing is that father figure. You know what I'm saying? That person that we can call, and he an artist, so he don't got time for that type of shit. You smell me? It been going right now, don't get me wrong. Shit, he have had artists popping shit like that.
A lot of
but
success.
We still gotta understand that we need that father figure in our CEOs. We need that embracement to teach us the game, to tell us not to do certain things. So that's what's missing in my opinion.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cap. I see where you coming from, but as a grown individual, as a grown man, you gotta understand where you need to be and where you don't supposed to be. Especially if you getting some real money, especially if you getting some clout, and especially if you're doing real numbers. You know what I'm saying? If I blow up, for example, if I blow up tomorrow, right, my page go crazy. I know right then and there, my whole life gonna change. Everything about me gonna have to change because now it's a lot of eyes on me. I can't just pull up where I used to pull up without, you know what I'm saying, having security with me, or you know what I'm saying, I got my boys with me. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I don't need nobody to tell me where I need to go, what I need to do, and do this and that, because I already know what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I might need help. Who the best security, or who can I hire? How much this costs? But as a grown man, you know what you can and cannot supposed to do. It's simple as that. And especially if you're taking drugs. If you're doing drugs, that's on you. That's like blaming my mama. Blame my mama because she didn't tell me don't do cocaine, don't do heroin, when I know the drug is bad. I already know it. I already seen the cause and effect of it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up like that. Keep it man. Accountability. Straight up. No cap.
But a lot of times, as a CEO, you don't know, these artists live a double life.
Right.
They, you know, you see the artistry in them, you see them go to the studio, but then when they go back home, you don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they popping perks. You don't know if they selling drugs. You don't know what they're doing. You could be a good mentor, but when they go home, they're away from you. You feel me?
Right, I understand feeling. I mean, you're not responsible for what you don't know.
Thanks.
So, I mean, but in having a label is like having a household. And having a label is like having a household. So just like we go downstairs and tell our kids, did you wash the dishes in the kitchen? Did you clean the backyard? Did you make up your bed and things of that matter? We have to look at our artists like that. You smell me? And that's what's needed. You know what I'm saying? Some of us popping off and we able to accomplish success without it, but that's rare. You smell me? You got to nurture your artists and stuff like that. And I ain't saying, I just don't think that he have time for that shit. Man, the man done put in too much work. That man done went to prison. That man got kids and shit. That man can't be dealing
holding
with all that
hands and
shit.
shit.
I mean, and it can cause harm without knowledge, without knowing. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him, and I ain't gonna, bring him down ever.